I'm a mind reader. I am, really, because you're thinking, oh, I hope she's not going to sing Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Or even worse, Kumbaya. You'll just have to wait and see. I might even get you to sing. But the ukulele has been part of the fuel that's ignited the fire of my heart and has connected me back to something that has the power to change the world: music. And now I'm living the life I was born to live. But it hasn't always been that way. The World Health Organization states that globally, every 40 seconds, one person dies by suicide. Another 20 attempt it, and hundreds more think about it. So by the time I finish talking today, 15 lives will have been lost and countless others impacted. Included in this are people who experience mental health issues, homelessness, abuse, and countless other problems. Maybe even some of you have felt this way, or you know someone who feels this way now. But we must always be able to see the light, because there is help out there. There are embers of hope that will light the way. You just have to call out, "Hey, someone, come by here. I need a hand." But sometimes we're too broken and blinded by our misery that we think we're destined to live with a hurtful present and a dismal past. We can lose hope, think we're nothing, and suffer in silence. I've decided it's time for this to stop. Because when we're in that dark place, we have the chance to do something that we couldn't have done before. At that point of choice, we can choose the lighter path. We can look for those embers of hope. We can build a pyre and burn away our old selves and rise up. We can be regenerated. Now, we might call this story resilience or even freedom, but it's the story of the Phynix. It's my story, and it's my vision for the world. So I was trapped in an abusive relationship for a very long time, and I've suffered from anxiety and depression since I was a teenager. And I have been suicidal on more than one occasion. But on the 13th of October 2013, I found out just how broken I'd become. I told him last month that I was going to leave at the end of the year. It's not the first time I uttered those words, "I'm leaving." But each time, he just managed to reel me back in. It's 2:00 in the morning. What is it that he wants now? Can we make this work? What? Can we make our marriage work? Oh, no, I'm done. What's that sound? Tablet packets? I want you to know you're the reason I'm doing this. After everything you've put me through, I really don't care. Now, can you imagine being so worn down that you've lost the ability to care whether the person you've spent 27 years of your life with lives or dies? It filled me with shame. So it's the next day, I did call the ambulance and they took him to hospital. He's going to live. But for everybody's sake, I have got to make some major changes. Oh, I've packed up the car with what I can, including the two youngest kids. I'm reversing out of the driveway, leaving the only life I know. I'm so scared. Thank God Mum's giving me somewhere to live. Now that was my ultimate Phynix moment. I completely burnt away just about everything that I knew. But since then, I've created a new experience of life by igniting the fire with a purpose that's true to my heart. I've set intentions, I've taken risks, and I've enjoyed everything that it's brought. And I looked for embers of hope and found them in some unusual places. The first was a lady who I'd never met, who through a staff member of mine offered that if at any time I needed her help, she would send one of her security guards around to protect me. Another was at a trivia night hosted by a drag queen. A trivia night like no other. And over a period of 18 months, that drag queen pulled me out of my shell and got me doing some things that I never thought I'd do in public. Come and see me later and I'll tell you. And then, of course, there's Kumbaya. When's the last time you heard it mentioned? Well, I went to a Young Leaders Award, and one of the participants was talking about social justice issues, and she threw out the line, I don't propose we hold hands and sing Kumbaya. And that got me thinking, why not Kumbaya? So, like the nerd I am, I did a bit of research, and this is what I found. It started out as a spiritual plea for help from people in despair and in trouble, beseeching to God to come by and help those that were being desperately oppressed by racial segregation. It was first recorded in the 1920s and sung in Gullah dialect, which made the words, "come by here," sound like Kumbaya. Now in 1957, a group called the Folksmiths took the song and toured around summer camps, teaching the song to thousands, cementing its association with children and with campfires. In the 60s, it was used as the call to action by the civil rights movement, but now it's just the snarky shorthand for ridiculing the quest for common ground. But what's so wrong with seeking common ground when even in today's society, we've got people who are in despair, in trouble, and wanting to end it all? Now's the time for us to connect and support one another because our very well-being depends on it. And what better way than to sing songs and to share stories? So each and every one of you is an ember of hope for somebody else. So I encourage you to be vulnerable, share your stories, and reach out to those that need your help. And if you need a hand, then come by here and I'll help you to find your Phynix, and together we can change the world. Now we get to sing. Who's excited? All right, so I've reworked the lyrics as a call for all of us to join together, to share our uniqueness and our likeness, to shine as embers of hope, and to come by here when we're called by those who need our help. So I'm going to start, and then I'll get you to join in. Somebody need you, world, come by here. Somebody calling, world, come by here. Somebody need you, world, come by here. Oh, come by here. Okay, get ready to join in. Join in brotherhood, kumbaya. Join in sisterhood, kumbaya. Join together, world, kumbaya. Oh, kumbaya. I can't hear you. Can you hear us, world? Come by here. Can you see us, world? Come by here. Can you feel us, world? Come by here. Oh, come by here. Hear us, world. Come by here. Woo! Now, ignite your fire and let the Phynix soar. Thank you.
Tammie Horton.